Hey everybody, welcome back to Ice Age TV. Happy birthday boy day, 60 from, yeah, that's right, it's my birthday. There's the dogs going nuts. You know, I was thinking, talking about my Mustang Mach E. Maybe we'll drive this little bad boy. How about that? Does it even, I mean, I have no idea. The battery's probably dead in this thing. Who even knows? But I thought, you know what? I need to drive this thing. I wonder what that is back there. Interesting. All right, so let's get the car here and let's start her up. Let's listen to her. Brum, brum, wom, wom, wom. Hey, we got 193 miles. That's pretty cool. You know, I really need just to take all my wife's stuff out of here. She didn't drive this thing. I think I'm going to do that today. I think I'm going to start driving this thing. I mean, the thing is, these things are incredibly, what the hell is that? What I just run over? It's some dead animal? Probably. These things are so freaky. I haven't driven this thing in so long. It's the one pedal driving. So you let your foot off the pedal. It's set up that right now. The car just automatically brakes. I mean, these cars, the technology of these cars, it is cool. I mean, there's no doubt that drive around this car is, more relaxing. It's more, you can do so many things with it. And I got to run to town, so I just figured, you know what? I'll take this, and I really should just probably start driving things. It's obvious. It does no value. I wonder how my tire pressures are, though. I bet you they're low. Things been sitting. So, oh, here we go, 39 and 40. We may not be that too bad. And so it's sort of incredible with this vehicle. You can leave it off. I mean, it isn't like you're wasting per se any energy. So what's the tire pressure supposed to be on this thing? Oh, we're okay. That's great. Yeah, I gotta go to the UPS store. So this car's supposed to have a little kick thing where it opens. It never has. Never's done that. Now, problem my wife has a lot of gear back here. Yeah, I knew it. But that's all right. Let me put my stuff. All right. Look at these battery chargers. They got cobwebs on them. Look at that. 2. I had high hopes, didn't I? Yeah, so let's get the car here up the road. Kind of held it's being clean. That's kind of cool that the vehicle's kind of keeping that clean look to it for the most part. So, all right, let's go here. And what mode do I have this thing in right now? Let's see here. Drive modes. I'm on unbridled. So unbridled is the one that you want because it's all the power. And that's something I was talking about this morning. 60 video, and I just too much going on this morning. It's crazy. It's my birthday, and just like people are bugging the heck out of me. But it's all good. So I was talking there about in the latter part of my video about the Dodge. There's just so much information. I start talking. I know I get it. I kind of get off course, but I was just talking about how that Dodge Daytona, the Charger electric vehicle replacement, on how that thing's going to be a so funny. Why does this thing not? Oh, there, I gotta put it on hold. All right, I got my Apple Play here going, and yeah, so I saw this morning on how these electric vehicles. I mean, these things are just so fast. I mean, they're just wicked fast. These things just, I mean, and I know for that. I know the average person out there, they're just like, yeah, it's wicked fast, but I'm not interested. And I understand. I mean, I'm the guy here that preaches that the electric revolution's a joke, meaning that, to me, I think it ought to be more in moderation. I think that the electric vehicle market should be more of the consumer gets more of a choice than the governing bodies tell you what you can have and can't have. I mean, that's been talked about a gazillion times. But just kind of forget about the ICE versus the EV vehicle. Like right now, vehicle without my foot on the brake, because it's just one pedal driving. So the one pedal driving, I mean, this thing here, I mean, it's when I get up here on the main road, I'll show you. When you get into this car, it's wicked fast. Now, for the safety of the battery pack, this vehicle will shut down full power, because Ford's concern is you're going to get a guy like me that starts doing sprints, goes to the racetrack or gets out on the road and starts just running this car extremely hard, and the battery pack's going to get extremely hot, and it won't be able to cool down, and it'll catch on fire or do damage to the battery pack. So Ford intentionally shuts this thing down after X amount of seconds to just so you can't get too crazy in it. But this car is so connected. I mean, it's like a magnet on the road. I mean, it's just incredible on how solid and how planted this car is, where you could go down the back roads wicked fast. This thing's, it's an all-wheel drive, it's an all-wheel motor, setup. Not every Ford Mustang Mach E gets this setup. This is the highest edition GT performance package with the performance tires on it and the bigger brake calipers. But here we go. So if you watched my video from my Hellcat yesterday, so I'm dead stop right here. So I'm just gonna nail it. I mean, it's just, it's like, yeah. I mean, that is serious inertia. I mean, that's serious stuff. That's every bit of that Hellcat. But then once it gets up to about that 60, 70 mile an hour, it kind of loses it, and that's where the Hellcat's just gonna end up walking it. That's the big thing about that, is they just keep on getting and going. And it's not the same, hearing that engine, I mean, it's just a whole different, it's like sitting in a jet airplane. That's really high. Anybody that hasn't ridden an electric car, it's basically like when the jet airplane takes off and you kind of get pushed back in your seat. It's the same type of inertia. And I think that's what kind of separates us, is because this car is so quiet, you're getting all that inertia against you. And I think you start thinking, gee, this kind of reminds me of like riding an airplane or something. I mean, I think that's kind of what kind of starts your emotions and feelings start to feel. But it's just incredibly connected to the road, and it's incredibly solid. Now I've got the unbridled on, where we're getting a little bit of the wheel motor noise to give the vehicle a little bit of a character noise. So, do you hear that? Yeah. So this thing kind of has that like zoom rev up type of. So you kind of feel like you're connected with the vehicle when you're getting into it, and there's some type of noise. Now the downside of this car is this is not the most sought after Mustang Mach E, even though it's the performance version and it has all-wheel motors, meaning it has 4 wheels with electric motors attached to them. The more sought after is the non package like this that has a longer range. This is a 230 mile range car. 250, no. So the other Mach E's are getting like 270, maybe 300 out of those. Some people claim to get over 300, and they're less expensive. I really wanted the California edition Mach E. It's got a nicer interior. It's much more plush and elegant, and I would have taken that. I really would have. But a year ago, it was a story of, be so lucky to get one, and you can't get one. I mean, that was just the never-ending story of this product. A year ago, as soon as these things hit the dealer lot, they were gone. They were sold. I mean, literally, they didn't sit around. And just because all the damn never-ending, every day of our life talk about the gasoline prices, and people got brainwashed to believe that you buy this car and you save all this money. No, you're not. I mean, and that's what I think to myself. People are turning these things in. People are trading them back in. That's a huge loss. Huge. Oh man, what happened here? Now, this guy just want to turn left, and people are getting all impatient. Look at this here. People get all impatient. This road is the worst. I mean, I'm kind of going up to a bad time of day, but I got to take care of some business. And I figured, I'd take the Mach E. I need to clean my windshield off. See that there? Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm going to start driving this car. I mean, I think I'm stuck with it. It's not the worst thing in the world by any means. And it is. It's very, it is. There is a lot of fun factor to this car. I mean, sincerely, this car is fun. And the same time, it's the division. We have such a division right now in our country in so many aspects of the things that are going on and the direction this country's going, and then the automotive world. I mean, just the list goes on and on and on. But going back to that Dodge Daytona this morning, that's going to be a badass car. I mean, there's no doubt that's going to be a wicked fast car. So as far as if you can just separate yourself from the gas engine to the electric vehicle, as far as the performance goes, that's going to be an insane ride. It's going to be insane. Even I've said it many times. When does the government step in and just limits the power of these new electric vehicles? I mean, you're talking about 1,000 horsepower vehicles, 0 to 60 in a 2-second range. This is Formula One. This is radical racing capability cars that it's just like, wow. And for somebody young that gets one of those and just doesn't know how to handle their manners, there's so much technology in the vehicle to help crash avoidance and stability control, and there's so many things to help the car not have you crash. But at the same time, it's like anything, you get too stupid crazy in back roads, and and it's a wet day, or if something pulls out in front of you, it's over. Anyways, Ford Mustang, just incredible as far as the Mustang product. I've owned more of those than I've owned the Mopar products. Just beyond unbelievable. And if you add into the Mustang Mach E's, I'm at 10 Mustangs. So if you say, as far as the Mustang brand goes, I have purchased 10 Mustangs. Wow. Yeah. In the last Mustang I had, the Grabber Blue, I let Joe drive that a lot. We got rid of that, but that, believe it or not, that thing had close to 12,000 miles on it. And back when I got rid of that, I think I got 62 for it, 64. I'm just trying to remember exactly the number I got on it, but that was still a very fresh market where people are still wanting these things this past last summer. I got rid of that thing in in August, or I can't even remember when I got rid of it. I think I got rid of it in August or September. Didn't I trade that for the F-150 Lightning Black vehicle? I can't even remember. I mean, anybody who's watched my channel, even for me, it's like, oh my gosh, there's too many vehicles, purchased and sold and blah, blah, blah. Da-da-da-da, yeah, birthday. Something I just learned on my YouTube channel, that I can make shorts. I am such the guy always in the run, taking care of so many other things besides my YouTube channel, sincerely. Some may not believe it, but you don't make a living just doing nothing. So the point is, Joe works for me this morning. He's like, hey, you should start making shorts. I'm like, shorts? I don't really know much of shorts. Well, shorts on the YouTube channel is competing against TikTok. It's just 15-second, 20-second, 30-second videos that you can share your videos, content with. And even for me, which Joe made a good point, he's like, hey, when you're going to buy a car or look at a car, you should just make a 20, 30-second quick short video. And then that way, people know kind of what you're up to, and they'll be looking for your video at the end of the day. I'm like, that's a good idea, because if I make a video as I'm going down the road, it's not until I get back in I can post that video, because it takes forever for the video to upload. But here's the good news, the shorts. So what I'm doing right now, I'm digging through all my videos, and I'm making little shorts of stuff that I just kind of feel like would be a little bit more entertaining, and others may get a little more kick out of it because it's not a real long video. I mean, these brakes on this thing is insane. Puts you through the freaking windshield. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I've definitely cleaned up my videos. I used to make 50-minute, hour-long videos. That was kind of the running joke. People like, oh yeah, I saw your video. I got the movie popcorn out, and I rented the theater out to watch your video. But yeah, so I'm trying to get it down to more like 30-minute videos. So, all right, here we are. It's kind of a cool day. It's a cold, air day. So I got 188-mile range. Yeah, I really think now. I mean, just after hearing the stories of how this car, I mean, just be unbelievable. I mean, first of all, so many aspects is expensive. It's too expensive. The car really, in my eyes, This is really like a $60,000 car, 72 grand. Ford's milking it, but I get it. It's because they don't have the production levels to make the money off of these things. But that's all we're hearing. We're supplementing all this technology, all this green agenda. I mean, everything that is being, brought to the marketplace is because of us individuals subsidizing this new, better way to do things. I mean, so it's just incredible. We just are where we are in today's society, that we have to pay for the future, for the what if. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. An incredible dude. That's all closed up now. What's that? What could that be? That'd probably be a pretty good restaurant if you know how to do things right. Maybe. I don't know. Big money. You're in big money country up here. Another thing about these electric cars is, boy, these things are so wicked fast. You can make so many maneuvers. I mean, you can make a lot of maneuvers in and out of traffic. And since you have the adaptive cruise, and even for me right now, it's like, does this thing have Blue Cruise? I'm pretty sure it does. I just haven't been. It's really hard to believe that I bought that Mustang Mach E Grabber Blue last year for me. And then late last spring, well, Joe, who works for me, his truck, petered out on him. So to help him, I let him use my Mustang Mach E, and I really kind of just let him have it. And I quit driving that vehicle. And it's really incredible in how I really haven't been Mustang per se now, really just about come up to on a year, meaning that I just kind of separated myself from that car like April, May of last year. And I let Joe work out of it. And so for me, does this thing have Blue Cruise? I think it does. Pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty confident it does. I didn't get the windows tinted. I just said to myself, hey, the wife ain't driving this. The wife's not driving it. Why? And I forgot to bring that up this morning. Is the wife, it's called range anxiety. Range anxiety. That is the biggest challenge with these electric vehicles. My wife's concern is she drives a considerable distance to work. And her concern is she gets there and she had to go run some errands, or the boss asked her to ride somewhere else. She's going to be trapped in this car. She's not going to get home without having to recharge it. She really wants nothing to do with going to charging station and learning how to charge this car. She doesn't want anything to do with it. And she doesn't want to sit around for an hour. So it's just, she wants nothing to do with it. So yeah, I really have to say that this here, and what's interesting is last year when I bought this car, I was like, oh, I wish this is the color car I've could have gotten instead of that Grabber Blue. And I even told the wife when we bought this car, I said last year, I said, hey, let's flip cars. She's like, no. She's like, I like that. Ooh. F450. Now I put our order in 450, 2023, F450. So now if anybody out there, I had one gentleman claim that you can order the heavy duty series. You can up to the F450. I made a video of that red dually here a while back that keeps showing forward, and somebody was like, that sales guy's ripping you off. You can order the Super Duties. Yes, you can, but not the F450. So F250, 350, 450 right now is not available. This is so cool. There's this go-to. Such a drag of the parking lot. So how about this parking lot here? Is this going to be a drag as well? There's a Tesla guy. Didn't do a very good job parking his car, but we'll try to get in here. Doesn't seem like people know how to park their cars very well, but we'll make it work. Yeah, we're pretty good here. So anyways, what the hell was I talking about? I don't know. Wife, it's the range anxiety. Yeah, the wife, so that's cool. I'm going to get the car that in all reality, I really haven't thought about this, but I'm going to get the car that really I wanted in the first place after I bought it in the second place. Does that make any sense? All right, time out. Something that's so stupid on the design of this car, there's no rear hatch button here. You have to go to the entertainment center to open the rear hatch. It's beyond unbelievable. Just incredible. The engineers, hello. Wow, got distracted. My dad called me to wish me a happy birthday, and now I'm back home. But look, there's something here. Well, I haven't done this in ages. So let's plug this thing in. It shocks me, right? So what's it saying here on the charge? Okay, so she's pretty full, but if I have to do any long distance driving tomorrow, I'm going to set this thing up. Like I just said, I think I'm really just going to go ahead and cross the bridge And I'm going to go to the EV generation. Look at that, one EV age. I even have another plate over there that says EV age. And I should I transfer it? No, I'll get back in electric stuff. So I'll just be probably buying another electric vehicle knowing me, right? Yeah, that's how I operate. Diesel, electric. Oh my goodness. Hey, there's a cap. Where the hell is that coming from? Oh, that's your dog scene. All right, everybody. Appreciate you watching my video today. What do we got going on besides me doing other things today? Yeah, I got other things going on. And hey, just stay tuned for more conversations.